Hello, I'm Philippa Shirtcliffe. I'm the Head of Care Quality at QCS. It's hard to believe we're already halfway through the year, and hopefully over the coming weeks we're likely to see a slow return to more normal life for all of us. We've chosen Right to Work checks policy and procedure as this month's policy of the month. Recruiting new staff needs to be a streamlined process and the correct procedures followed to ensure that recruitment is both safe and legally compliant. Right to Work checks change in June due to the closure of the EU settlement scheme. There were also changes in May due to the removal of the temporary measures introduced during the pandemic, and we've updated the policy to reflect these changes. Emily Watts, the Domiciliary Care Lead for QCS, is now going to share some of the other highlights from this month's updates.
This month, following customer request, we have added a couple of new policies to the system: substance abuse and also a handover communication policy. We hope that you find these useful. As we await the outcome of the mandatory vaccine consultation, Abby Spence has written about the human side of vaccination. A study led by the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine highlighted that where care staff felt pressured into having the vaccine, they were more likely to refuse. Abby's article shares tips on how to support staff decision making. Regulation 12, Safe Care and Treatment, requires providers to prevent people from receiving unsafe care and treatment and prevent avoidable harm or risk of harm. We've added to the Resource Centre a safeguarding toolkit. It contains information you can share on the different types of abuse and the Mental Capacity Act. It also has a safeguarding investigation report template and incident analysis form, plus some other useful safeguarding content. The easing of lockdown in May has seen a number of changes, and in response to the changing situation in care homes in England, we published a new policy, Visiting Out of Care Homes. This policy is likely to evolve, and we'll be keeping a close eye on the changes and update as soon as they become available. As you know, there is now a pattern with government COVID policy changes, with a press statement usually announcing changes before any guidance has been published. The clock is ticking on the deadline for the submission of the Data Security and Protection Toolkit. I know I do keep referring to this, however ensuring you can evidence robust data and cyber security is becoming increasingly more important. The DSPT deadline for 2021 for social care is the 30th of June. We have added a DSPT document located to the Resource Centre and have mapped all the content in our system to each of the affirmations for standards met and approaching standards. We have added a new action plan template for approaching standards and have updated a number of policies which you will see on your dashboard to make sure you'll be able to submit as easily as possible. It is a chunky piece of work to submit the DSPT and may take time to gather all your organisation information. Finally, on the DSPT, as part of your cyber business continuity, do you know how many of your staff have downloaded your QCS policies on the app to be read offline? If your IT system goes down, by having downloads on their mobile app, your staff will be able to check policies and procedures quickly and easily. We have updated the business continuity policy to recommend this as an action.
That's it for this month's highlights. Do keep logging on to your system for updates. I wish you all well for the coming month, and please let us know what you think of any of our content via our Facebook groups.